Shalom Akim, call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakar Kradash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want you brothers to take a long, hard look at the screen, and not for your viewing pleasure. What you're witnessing is the proud face of an adulteress. There's a scripture that comes to mind that states, by their own words will they be justified, or by their own words will they be condemned in the day of judgment. And we're going to play this woman's confession momentarily. But brothers, we also have to keep in mind that we are yet this day in our captivity. And many of us are here in America, aka Babylon the Great. I want you to consider what the Lord said to the prophet Jeremiah during his time period in the Babylonian captivity. In Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 1 through 2, and it reads, the word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. The apostle Paul also stated, if thou art free from a wife, don't seek a wife. And why is that? Because these curses are still wreaking havoc in the house of Israel, especially Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 56th verse. And let me say this, brothers, because many of our women, not all, but many, because there is a such thing as the elect ladies, many of them, their minds are set on folly, chaos, fornication, and adultery. But how do we know for sure? Let's continue reading. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for her delicateness and her tenderness, her eye, meaning her mind, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. Now let's come from here, because what did the book of Proverbs tell us about the behavior of an adulterous wife? Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20, it tells us, such is the way of an adulterous woman. And the only way the woman can commit adultery is if she already has a husband. But listen to what the scripture states that she does with her mouth. She eats and wipes her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. The broad will go behind your back and perform some sort of lewd act, and she won't even think that it's wrong, which brings us to exhibit A here, right? Let me scroll back down. Let's go here, brothers. You know, even looking at this woman, the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 verse 9 tells us the whoredom of a woman may be known by her looks. And of course, YouTube, before I play this, fair use, fair use, fair use. Let's listen closely to what this woman has to say. There's no shame, there's no guilt, there's no remorse. Pay attention, brothers. Now chime in momentarily.
What is one thing that you've never told your ex?
That I cheated on him. But I'll say it now.
How many times did you cheat on him?
One time I cheated on him when he went to the barbershop to get a lining. One of my clients hit me up like, I want you to come like real quick, I got $1,000 for you. And I'm like, shit, cool, just drop this. Went, made that money real quick, 10 minutes, and I was back by the time before he was done getting his lining.
Did you pay for his haircut?
No. Sure didn't. That felt good saying.
Did you hear this woman? She said that felt good saying, then she laughed about it. Yes, getting a lineup is going off, but the man couldn't even go and get a damn haircut without his woman topping somebody the hell off. Let's come out of this here and let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. Pardon me, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 12, and it reads, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver. We all know what a quiver is. It's her lady parts against every arrow, the manly parts. So let's come out of this and let's go here. Because if you're like me, an Israelite that lives in Atlanta, these women are dressed like harlots all the time. They wear damn near next to nothing, and you see them everywhere. Proverbs chapter 7 verse 10 through 12, it tells us, and there a woman met him with the attire of a harlot and a crafty heart, meaning what? A crafty mind. She's perpetually scheming, plotting, got all sorts of devices up her sleeve and on her mind. She was loud and rebellious. Her feet would not stay at home. This broad is never in the house. She's always in the streets. At times, she was outside and at times in the open square, lurking at every corner because she's looking for one of you simps, man. And see, and that's why we should long to get the hell out of this kingdom here, because it doesn't benefit us here, brothers. Let me come out of this here, and let me go to Amos chapter 7, verse 17. And the Lord told us it would be this way. And it reads, therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. You understand? Now you see why we can't take up women. I know many of us already have wives, but brothers, it would not be wise to take a wife unto yourself, not at this present time. Okay? Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 19, and it reads, all wickedness, but as little wickedness to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. You see, brothers, this sort of woman here, this woman is a damn nightmare here, brothers. You know, you got to keep your head on a spiritual swivel while you're out and about, brothers. Hopefully, this was edifying. Shalom.